lost their loved ones in a tragic road crash. Now, the executive is now proposing harsh penalties on those found trafficking hard drugs such as cocaine and heroin, with President William Ruto saying that the law as it is not punitive enough to deal with drug and alcohol abuse. As it stands, 3.2 million Kenyans are alcohol users, with the government maintaining that the statistics could delay the country's journey to the first world status. Our political affairs reporter Emmanuel To had a sit-down with Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, who elaborated the government's plan to deal with the menace, which has been termed as a health, security and economic future risk.
His New Year message was specific on the biggest hurdle yet to the ambitious 5 trillion shilling journey to Singapore. President William Ruto enumerating the grim statistics of the extent of drug, alcohol and substance abuse in the country, which he said had become a national emergency, stagnating the economic growth of the nation. And as part of the measures to tackle the pandemic, the president has a rather radical proposal which could see culprits hit with a maximum sentence.
Watu wa kuuza madawa ya kulevya, heroin, cocaine, mtu kama huyo anaenda kunyongwa.
In an exclusive interview with Citizen TV, Interior National Administration CS Kipchumba Murkomen also made a case for the change of law, drawing parallels with how other first-class countries are dealing with the menace.
Eastern country, whether it is Philippines, Malaysia, China, and the like, drugs attract death penalty, and people are hanged for trafficking and selling drugs. We cannot achieve our first world status while the most productive generation is being wiped out by drugs and alcohol.
Murkomen stating that the current judicial system does little to deter criminals, as many walk away with a slap on the wrist.
The fines are so little, so low, that it encourages those people, they are ready to continue selling the illicit alcohol or adulterated ethanol, among others, without the fear of the consequence, because they know they can pay the fines and they get greater profits.
The government plans to revamp the capacity of the anti-narcotics unit within the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, with its expertise expected to match that of the anti-terrorism police unit.
Immediately from Monday next week, I'll be holding a meeting with the IG to look at the ways we can support the National Police Service in establishing that anti-narcotic unit. Remember, that's a unit within the police. Why Kenyans would support this fight is that nearly every family has a person who is addicted.
The ministry will then begin enhanced crackdown targeted at drug barons and those dealing in illicit alcohol.
We will start with the big men. We want to start with the big men. Those of you who are doing good business on the front, and behind the scenes you are doing illicit business, I am sorry. We will not stop at anything. We will do everything possible to ensure that you are smoked out.
The CS saying traffickers have, however, advanced their tricks to ensure long-term addiction and especially focus on youth from well-off family who sustain use. 1 in every 6 Kenyans aged between 15 and 65, that is over 4.7 million people, are currently using at least one drug or substance of abuse. The burden falls heaviest on men and young people. 1 in every 3 Kenyan men in this age group uses drugs or alcohol. Among young adults aged 25 to 35, 1 in 5 is affected. Alcohol remains the most widely used substance, with more than 3.2 million current users. Emmanuel To, Citizen TV, Nairobi.